Do you really love your audience? I'm not talking about discounts or promotions. I'm talking about real, genuine care. Brands are always shooting, we love our customers. But is it true love? Or just another marketing script? Hi, I'm Heineken and Škoda, and today I won't tell you about those deceitful brands and their cringy scandals. Instead, I'll tell you the untold love stories between iconic brands and the people they serve, like how Google brought the internet to people without the internet, or how Ikea helped thousands to find comfort without making a single dime. We will see Lego speaking Braille, Heineken uniting crowds of Koreans, and Škoda inspiring a new generation of girls to dream bigger. In this video, you will see 5 incredible cases and learn from their examples how to not just talk about love, but how to build it. And with my simple checklist, you will discover ways to earn trust and become a brand that people remember for life. So if you are ready to learn how it's done, make sure you are subscribed. Now, let's get into our first story. In remote areas of Colombia, smartphones and high-speed internet were not a given. Google believed this was unfair. They were convinced that everyone should have equal access to information no matter where they live. But how do you provide that access to people who lack your primary technology? Google's answer was brilliantly simple and human-centric. They launched a free telephone service where anyone with a basic push-button phone could call in, ask any question like, how will the weather be tomorrow? What are the symptoms of the flu? Or how do I grow tomatoes? And a Google Assistant would provide the answer. This is the story where a brand didn't wait for the audience to come to it, but went to audience itself, using the technology it already had to get people closer to all the information they were missing. During the depths of the Great Depression, flour was a staple in every household. The Kansas Wheat Company noticed that poor families, particularly in rural America, were using their empty flour sacks to make clothes, cottons, and towels. Instead of ignoring these, the company leaned in. They began printing their flour sacks with beautiful, vibrant patterns and designs. The initiative was a huge success. They made sure that the ink used for the logos would fade after a simple wash, and some bags even had the patterns already drawn on the fabric, ready to be cut and sewn. This small, cost-effective change transformed a necessity into a commodity of dignity and even beauty. A mother could now make a dress for her daughter that wasn't just a symbol of poverty, but a thing of genuine delight. That initiative was supported by many other flour companies and even Nabisco. It was a simple move, but it made brands a direct part of their customer lives. Furniture giant Ikea is famous for its democratic design, but they realized that for people with disabilities, standard designs could create barriers. Partnering with non-profit organizations, they launched the ThisAbles project. It wasn't a new line of furniture, but rather a series of free, open-source, downloadable designs for 3D printed add-ons, like cozy lifters for easier sitting and standing, lamp button enlargement, and special handles for cabinets. This initiative demonstrated that care means inclusivity. IKEA acknowledged the pain point for a segment of their audience and created an elegant, no-cost solution, proving that good design is design that works for all. For children who are blind or have low vision, reading Braille is a life-changing skill that opens doors to education, independence, and employment. So the Lego Foundation asked a beautiful question: could we make learning Braille joyful? The result was Lego Braille Bricks. Each brick featured studs arranged to correspond to a letter or number in the Braille alphabet, while still perfectly matching the classic Lego bricks, so sighted children and parents can play along. This initiative transforms a learning challenge into a playful, collaborative experience. Lego used its core product not to create a new market, but to serve an overlooked part of its existing community with profound empathy. Every day, thousands of kids miss school because they don't have clean clothes to wear. Discovering that 1 in 5 students struggle with this issue, a problem that makes them 7 times more likely to drop out, Whirlpool used its core product to provide a direct solution. Through their Care Counts program, the company has been donating washers, dryers, and laundry supplies to schools since 2015. By placing washing machines directly in schools, Whirlpool removed the burden for families and gave children one less reason to miss class. The result was tangible. 80% of high-risk students who participated increased their attendance by an average of 16 days. And I'm not talking about 1 or 2 schools. The program has already expanded to include 150 schools in 40 states, and by 2028, Whirlpool is committed to expand their program to all 50 states and doubling the number of participating schools. The Whirlpool case shows how seemingly incompatible concepts like washing machines and children's educations can be connected. All you need is just to go beyond sales and listen to those who desperately need your product. Loving your audience isn't a marketing tactic, it's a mindset, and even this can be learned. Use these simple checklists to see how your brand can build a more loving, loyal relationship with your audience. First of all, notice the pain and the joy. Go beyond demographics. Think over the unspoken struggles, frustrations, or hidden joys in your audience's daily life, and how your product could truly fit into their world. Let's take Heineken, for example. Remember the UEFA Champions League from this spring? Football fans from all over the world gathered in bars to watch European teams. But for South Koreans, there was a big problem. The kickoff was at 4 a.m. local time, and all the bars in Seoul were closed by then. So Heineken, as an official Champions League sponsor, solved this pain point by partnering with local bars to open their venues at 24/7 self-serve trust bars. By creating the world's first fully automated bars, Heineken has removed the pain for bar owners in the form of late-night operational costs and has given football fans their joy, a place to cheer on their teams together. Point number 2. Be brutally honest. Trust is the currency of love. In a world of marketing spin, radical transparency is a superpower. Admit mistakes, be clear about your process, and didn't hide behind fancy words. For instance, Heinz made its glass bottles transparent in the 19th century to prove the purity and quality of its ketchup, hiding nothing from customers. Point number 3. Take care of the little things. Love is often shown in small, thoughtful gestures. Is an extra piece of tape on a shipping box, the intuitive user interface, the accessible packaging, or the genuinely helpful customer service rep. These little things are what people remember and talk about. For example, after more than 30 years as an official sponsor of the World Cup, Škoda Auto has begun a partnership with the Czech women's national ice hockey team. In honor of this, the brand created the first ever table hockey game with female figures. It seems like a simple and cute gesture, but it means the whole world to those who want to show everybody, especially younger fans, that girls play hockey too. And here is the last point. Be there in difficult times. A true friend shows up during a crisis. So, how can your brand provide value when your audience is struggling? It could be a flexible payment plan during a recession, free resources when they are needed most, like Google's phone line, or using your platform to support a cause your audience cares about. A practice has shown the brands that are remembered, admired, and strong are those that weave themselves into their customers' lives without understanding usefulness and respect. They don't just sell flour, they sell the opportunity to live without shame. They don't sell furniture, they sell independence. And they don't just sell washing machines, they sell a ticket to a happy life. So, stop shooting and selling, start listening and serving. And in the quiet, generous act of loving, you will find the loudest success of all.